I stand in front of you all today. Most of you, I'm a potential stranger, but to some of you, you know who I am. But whether or not you know me, I stand in front of you, ready to unravel myself and expose who I am and how I got here. You might be wondering why my life of a 16-year-old girl relates to your life in any way, shape, or form if you're a 50-ish-year-old man in the back, hi dad, or the camera guy, or a simple fellow classmate of mine. But you see, the thing is, we are all compiled of the same features in different ways. We all have hands, we all have feet, we all have eyes, and we all have a body of our own. Because we're all human, I'm assuming. Yet, your hands have held someone that I haven't, and your feet have taken you places I've only dreamed to go. Your eyes have encountered unimaginable beauty, and our bodies are our own and nobody else's. See, beneath skin and bone, we all entangle our own individual, unique tales. So, like I said, I'm 16, I'm a junior this year, and I tend to skew towards the belief that time is a massive pain in my gluteus maximus. Yes, I know that sounds quite bizarre, but I'm trying to sound slightly more sophisticated for this TED Talk. At this stage in my life, time is both my best friend and my enemy, because seemingly when I want to live in the moment, time goes way too fast. And I want it to move on, it goes way too slow. At this stage, many teenagers are struggling who they want to be and who they are. And it doesn't help that we're constantly bombarded with questions like our future and our colleges, and in some cases, how many children we want. I mean, I'm only 16. But this isn't a problem that just lies among the teenage years. This also could be an issue for someone going into the second grade, or someone leaving university to go to their first job, or someone in their 60s realizing they want a change in their life. See, the stigma within society seems to be that the journey in finding yourself lays along the continuum and timeline of life, which simply means that we can't find ourselves at any youthful age, and we definitely shouldn't be searching for ourselves amongst adulthood, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that's complete and utter bogus. I believe that we are constantly finding ourselves and perfecting who we want to be based on the present. Every version of yourself is a draft and therefore serves its own sole purpose of creating who you are going to be. See, also people tend to believe that we need to have everything figured out and our life needs to be perfect and to know who we are. Again, complete and utter bogus. I think that you need to make mistakes. You need to have those flaws. You need to lose yourself, not once, not twice, but frequently. See, first and foremost, be aware of your surroundings, the people who surround you. I know it sounds really easy, and it's not always easy. It's sometimes harder done. See, the worst feeling in the world is unrequited, lusted love. Not everyone you meet is going to have a perfect place in your puzzle. But sometimes they do, and then sometimes things change. But don't force what should and shouldn't be. Don't beg and don't chase, but let things fall into place. But when you do find the ones who are meant to be, keep them close, hold them, and don't let go. Because your people and surroundings are what create you. And they work in a domino effect, which is the cumulative effect when one thing sets off a chain reaction. Which means that if you surround yourself with people who are buoyant and hopeful, that they will have a positive impact on your life and hopefully rub off some of their attitude. But same goes for vice versa. If you surround yourself with negativity and decide you're going to put up with negativity, you're simply settling for negativity. Secondly, take the risk. Go on that trip, confront that friend, ask that boy out, post that photo. The thing is, yes, you can do completely fine from within your bubble, but some of the greatest experiences come from outside. I used to think it was so much safer to stay in and never leave. I used to think it was easier to stick to old and familiar ways just because they were comfortable. But I had to get used to the thought that rejection is okay, and sometimes failure is inevitable. Now I don't run in fear of trying. I risk the possible mistake and I take the possible chance. You see, because although it seems safer to stay within, even if you don't get the expected outcome, you'll gain an achievement. You took the risk and you conquered the fear. And lastly, forgiveness. Sometimes we are so fixated on specific goals that we lose a sense of who we are and why we're here at present. See, if you do this and you let time pass by involuntarily, when you're yearning for what isn't within your reach, then you're wasting your time. Be grateful for the experiences, both the calm and the struggles, because at the end of the day, those are what shape you. Be grateful for all the impacts that you've had from other people. Be grateful for the internal struggles that you've got over. Give yourself permission to mourn, but give yourself permission to heal, because by that, you're giving yourself the ability to move forward. Losing yourself is scary, I know, but these 3 pillars are here to act as a resource and to guide you. Finding yourself isn't easy, but it isn't meant to be, because that's not what's most important. What's most important is the journey in creating yourself. Thank you.